communities, because that's another thing.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Do you have programs where the players go out and hold like workshops in the community, like where they can encourage other people, just help the community any form, style, and fashion? So there's a link. There seems to be a disconnect between the fans who will sit there. Some will even engage in betting, Talanta, whoever, but they won't show up to the stands until these people show up to the stands and make it an event. When Talanta FC is playing, it's an event. You understand? Like people are queuing up early, people are showing up early, people are dressing up in Talanta jerseys and whatever. They're showing up early. That's like where you're talking. That's where you want to take Talanta.
We recently got a sponsor called 10Bet, and they work across the continent, and they've come in to try to support us as much as they can, and they've done a really good job.
Okay.
We want to work with them in terms of whether we're opening a betting channel or something of that sort to generate revenue for FC Talanta. The other thing is stadiums now, we are hardly allowed to have anybody come to the stadium. The launch of 10Bet, because of COVID, we have to follow the COVID protocols. So we were not allowed, in fact, we were only allowed 40 people per side. So we are not allowed anybody to come in. So that of course affects the fan base. So for us, we can only look at, so we can only look at merchandise or maybe a betting platform to see how we can generate extra income.
That's for
now. That's for now. I'm sure that's a short-term thing.
But moving forward.
Those are moving forward. The other thing when we were talking about the communities, we always talk about in FC Talanta, there's life after football. So what are we doing for our players? That's one of the things that I'm very passionate about, is what are we doing for our players after their career? What kind of life skills are we giving? So we normally give them life skills in terms of nutrition, in terms of, maybe you've always wanted to do car wash, for example.
Small businesses, basically.
Small businesses, how can we support the team so that we're able to sustain their life after football?
I remember, thank you for bringing that up. I remember we spoke about it during the mental health thing, where it's a really serious stage when a footballer stops actively playing to now transitioning into life after football. And we lose a lot of solid individuals and good human beings because they can't adapt to life after football after, for a long time, being engaged in this adrenaline fast, routine and discipline, to now you have to find out something for yourself. It's really, really hard. And we really recommend you for that, because that's the way forward. You want somewhere down the line, people to look at your players and say, wow, that's so-and-so. He's still an inspiration. You want a player who played for FC Talanta. You want not just to be an inspiration when they're playing for FC Talanta, even after they play for FC Talanta, when they're old and they're still inspiring people in the community. So that's a beautiful thing you're doing there, my sister. I commend you about that. That's good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because one of the things that we found was affecting us is, in Kenya, M-Pesa is one of our biggest brands. And a lot of the players were like, you know what, we want to be paid through M-Pesa. And we said, unless you're just a little bit under 18, we must pay you through the banking platform. Why? Because you become credit worthy and you become bankable. So even if you come on board and you say, you know what, I want to start a car wash, or I want to start a garage, for example. Now, when you ask for your bank statements, you actually have them.
Yeah, your credit.
You have your credit worthy. So but if I give you cash at the till, or I give you cash from M-Pesa, you will not have a relationship with that bank.
Yeah.
So we always talk about life after your football career. Because
that's a very beautiful thing. Because then if they have a relationship with the bank, they're entitled to several categories. They can take this small loan, or they can do this.
Exactly.
You can't do that. You can't do that if you're on Fuliza and M-Pesa over there.
If you're Fulizaing every other day, then we have no chance. Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. Talk to me about, it's a challenge though. It's a challenge. This kind of, because you're in the corporate world and being a businesswoman for so long, you can see it clearly, but they can't. They just want to have, their money as quick as. So it must be a really, really big challenge for you to try and break it down to some of these players, is it?
What we do is we bank with Kingdom Bank. Yeah, it used to be called Jamii Bora. It's just been relaunched.
All right.
And what they do is every other time, let's say twice a year, we take them for seminars.
You take the players for seminars, yeah?
We take the players for seminars, and we do a lot of things. We do team building. Because you'll find this one is fighting with this one, so we say, okay, seminar time, team building, yeah. So we've just finished one at one of the hotels here in Kitengela.
Okay.
We took them out and just to get them to gel. The other thing we do is we bring in a bank, our partner bank, and they come in and they talk to us about how do we empower our young people. How do we empower young people? We even through our whether it's a small loan, because you can't train all day. So what do you do after training?
There you go.
And you can train maybe maximum 3 hours. You're only human.
So what are you doing the rest of the day?
So what are you doing the rest of the day? So we try to empower them that way. The other way we try to empower them is we've partnered with certain colleges. So if you don't want a business, you can actually go and do a course.
Wow.
Maybe you always wanted to study, let's say it's tourism and travel.
Or electronics, to be an electrician.
Or electronics or something. Mechanic. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
So through those kind of partnerships, we're able to, help our young people.
That's a beautiful thing. Listen, I'm gonna update your Spotify again, yeah? Listen to this one. It's authentic over here, you know what I mean?
Who is the singer of this one?
Macadam.
Perfect.
Yeah. Authentic African music. By the way, put Macadam on your Spotify.
I will.
It's Nairobi based, but he tours all the time. That's why maybe. That's my tune right now. I'm vibing to that. That's my tune right now. Yo, honorable shout out to Macadam.
Hey, Macadam.
Award. Listen, thank you for taking time, my dear. Now, just what is the way forward? What are you now as a business lady, and in this influential position you are, the chairperson of a team? First, tell me, do you have any mentoring for young girls, like you being in your position, like you can mentor other young females, maybe new in the business, whatever form of business, in how to like manage ABC or like what you did to be in your position. Are you doing anything like that, or is that somewhere you do later?
Thank you so much for that question.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello, can hear you.
Thank you so much for that question. We are actually looking for other sponsors because we want to start a girls' football club. FC Talanta for girls.
Females, yeah.
Yes. And we're very excited about that. That's going to be our new project. We're talking to our new sponsor. And I believe everything is possible. So that's one of the things we're doing. I believe that there's, I always tell girls, because I do sometimes some talks.
Okay.
If I was, opportunities come to you. Like people were actually looking, they actually went out to look for a woman in the business community. No one was interested. Nobody was interested. So I always tell them, you know what, guys, if whatever opportunity you get, go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it. If you studied maths and somebody is offering you a job in physics, go for it.
Go for it. Yeah.
But do something and please move.
Keep moving.
Keep moving. Just keep moving. Don't be those people who say, oh, I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. In that dilly-dallying, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And keep your kids working from an early age. In Africa, we work from a very early age. Yeah. Like my daughter is 16 and she's opening her own makeup line.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Because she's bored on a Saturday, she can't be sitting here watching PS4
all the time. Yeah, you gotta keep.
So we push
the mental going. Yeah, keep their mental going.
And they have to keep their mental growth. Even myself, I have a mentor. Yeah. I have a mentor, and I could say there's always that person who you need, who you can bounce off something, where you can say
business ideas.
Do you think I'm on the right track?
Yeah.
Always get a mentor, and it's never too late to ask about mentorship.
I agree with you there completely. They say if you don't ask, you don't get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't ask, you don't.
And then form friends and partnerships that will actually help you connect with other people, network. Network with others, and see how you can, even if you don't have a financial gain, but they can tell you, even if you just sit, they will give you 1 or 2 pointers that can probably help you, whether it's your business, whether it's your job, and that kind of thing.
Definitely. Listen,
yes,
I'm sure it was a hard journey, like qualifying to the Kenyan Premier League, right? I'm sure it was a hard journey. Talk to us about one particular challenge that when you're nearly there, what was one particular challenge that nearly you thought like, oh, we might not make it? And then what was that time when you made it? You're like, oh, how was that?
There were many. There were many challenges.
I can tell you, you're like, because many people don't see the challenges or the fails, right? Many people don't see that.
There were times when we would be stuck. Whether it's financially, whether it's communication between ourselves, and one of the people who really I must thank is Ghost Mulay.
Yeah, honorable shout out to the God, Ghost Mulay. I'm looking for him, by the way. I want to interview that man. I'm looking for him.
I'll find him for you.
Oh, thank you.
And somebody else called Nicodemus Bore.
Okay.
He's our finance director.
Those were they
Another
were your
person.
pillars. They were your pillars. They were the ones who were like giving you more.
Another person called Douglas Ratemo.
Honorable shout out to Mr. Ratemo.
And another, the coach Kenyatta.
Oh,
Ken Kenyatta.
Ken used to be a goalie, you know. Ken used to
be.
Oh, Ken Kenyatta used to be a mad goalie, like, you know what I mean? For around the stars and that. Yeah. Shout out to Ken Kenyatta where you are, man. I watch Ken play. Because I'm a football buff like that. Yeah, Ken is one of those goalies who was like, no joke. Yo, shout out to that team. So that was your inner team, yeah?
Those are my pillars till today.
The inner council.
And that's the inner council. And another gentleman called Mr. Deuri.
Okay, a big shout out to Mr. Deuri.
Yeah. So
I'm sure it was elevation, and now that you're in the Premier League, right? Getting there is the first step. Now, step number 2 is remaining there. You know, you want to be there for next season, right? So this,
I believe I didn't come in as a visitor. I moved in.
Your fire. You moved in.
I moved in. I was.
Let's go, FC Talanta. Let's go. That's what I want to hear. That's the spirit. You moved in. We're here now. We're here now. Okay.
Yeah, we did come here as visitors. Yeah. And we have big plans. And we want to partner with as many people as possible. And and see what partnerships we can do. How can we elevate the club higher? And also offer our young people bigger opportunities. Like I always keep saying,
the future,
the future of our young people. FC Talanta is a unique team because we don't hog our players. If they get opportunities out there, we will give them those opportunities, and that is our philosophy.
That's a beautiful thing, my sister. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing. What else? So moving forward now, right? We're here now. FC Talanta is in the Premier League, and we are here to stay, right? So obviously there'll be some measures you want to do. There'll be some things you want to do. Asante. There'll be some things you want to do that will ensure you are there. So maybe are you trying to recruit sharp players, top players? What among is the plan? I'm sure it involves the players in one way or another, right?
Yes, as I told you, FC Talanta is a very unique team. And that I leave to the technical bench.
Oh, yeah. That's not your
that's not my area.
It's not your area.
My technical director is Ghost Bule. And
that's all right.
Yeah. And I will leave that to them to decide. Between him, Mr. Deuri, who is also assistant technical director, and Ken Kenyatta, they will come up with their strategy in terms of technical. I have my area.
Okay.
Some players will be sent to other teams.
All right.
Because they may not be able to
fit the game plan right now.
Maybe they're not mature enough. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that I solely leave to technical.
Oh.
Because I believe once we start crossing areas and crossing avenues, then we
that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, and the other thing, we are not political. Yeah. I find people get you forget you came to play football and you got confused along the way.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, you get confused.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We start becoming, we are purely a talent development club, offering opportunities to our young people, who some of them have come a long way, and we have seen them succeed, and that is our pride and joy.
That's a beautiful thing. Thank you for taking time. Now, just to finish it off, FC Talanta,
yes,
if they're linking up with anybody from across the board, anybody internationally wise, if they want to know about FC Talanta, they can check FC Talanta on Facebook. They can check FC Talanta on Twitter.
Yes.
There's an FC Talanta website, I believe, that's up and running soon, right? That's a beautiful thing. So just to wind up, right? What are your last words? I like what you said, that you're here to stay, right? And I'm gonna be here to keep an eye on that kind of thing. But to finish it up, what can you tell, like any word of encouragement to the football players or the female? And there's a FC Talanta women team in the making. The plans we're near there, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's a beautiful thing, because that's another aspect where the Kenyan football has really, really progressed. Maybe football in general, right? But I see with the Kenyan women team, like there's a team, there are teams around, like, so that's a beautiful thing. So what are your final words to all your friends, fans, and foes?
Thank you. So first of all, thank you so much for watching us. And thank you so much for this opportunity to host us. Yeah.
Thank you.
One of the things I would say is I want the business community not to shy away from sponsoring football, because that is where we will actually be able to help our young youth. These are our sons, these are our daughters, and across the board, across the sports board, by the way, whether it's volleyball and everything. The other thing is we are open. Kenya is open. Kenya is open to partner with clubs, whether they're youth clubs or whether they're sports stadiums or whether they're football clubs. We are open, and there are sports agents here who are willing to work and see how we can help our young community.
That's a beautiful thing.
You know, and we are always here. FC Talanta is here. We are on all the handles, the social media handles. You will find us. So through us, you can be able to easily get connections with players, our clubs, read about us. And we are now that we're on Twitter, we are on Facebook, where we have a website. So we have an office here in Nairobi, stationed at Liaison House. And and again, I would like to also wish a shout out also, if I may, to Communication Authority of Kenya. They have been amazing. They have held us up for the last 10 years.
That's good to hear. A decade, that's not joke, that's not joke. And
it's not a joke.
Yeah, it's not. I don't want to say anything, but I know a few clubs where I am, in the dingy place that I am. I'll see, like, basically what we did with the mental health place. So if there's any people who can come in and talk to the players about the mental health thing, we try and connect those dots. If there are any people around this end who will take any interest in any form, style, or fashion, we'll try and connect those dots, which I think is
absolutely
which I think is the least we can do over here.
That would be fantastic. And karibuni Kenya.
Yeah, welcome to Kenya. That's what you say. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been nice. It's been lovely. A big shout out to all our sponsors. I repeat, Wish and Wine Adventures. A big shout out to Diani Wasini Lookout, A big shout out to Olympia Wafula Foundations, and a big shout out to Trigger Accounts. It's been nice. Mrs. Wanjiru Mahihu, thank you for gracing the occasion. And FC Talanta is here apparently. They've moved in, my people. They've moved in. So rearrange the furniture. Thank you kindly. It's been nice. It's been lovely.
Thank you so much, Asante. Thank you.